students, in today's class of fluid mechanics, we'll learn about the application of surface tension. So let's begin today's class. There are various applications of surface tension. First, we will understand the surface tension on liquid droplet. So we consider a spherical droplet. It is having radius r. On the entire surface of the droplet, the tensile force due to surface tension will be acting. So we already know that sigma is the symbol for surface tension. So here we write sigma equals to surface tension of liquid. T is the pressure intensity inside the droplet in excess of outside pressure. And D is the diameter of droplet. So here is the droplet. In this direction the surface tension force will act, and in this direction the pressure force acts on the droplet. So droplet is cut into two halves. So surface tension will act, all of the forces will act on the only one half of the droplet. Tensile force due to surface tension acting around the circumference of the cut portion will be, the tensile force will be sigma into circumference. So sigma into circumference means pi into d, and the pressure force on the area will be P into area, that is P into pi by 4 d square. So these two forces must be equal and opposite under equilibrium condition. So here we write P into pi by 4 d square equals to sigma into pi d. From this we got P equals to sigma into pi d divided by pi by 4 d square. So P will be 4 sigma by d. So from this equation we understand that the increase of diameter of the droplet, pressure intensity inside the droplet will decrease. So this is all about surface tension on liquid droplet. The next application of surface tension is surface tension of hollow bubble, or hollow bubble means a soap bubble. This is a hollow bubble. This is spherical hollow bubble. This is radius. Here we see the free body diagram. So in case of hollow bubble, or like a soap bubble which is in contact with air, has two surfaces in contact with air, one inside and one outside. So here this is the two surface. In case of liquid droplet we have considered only one half, but in case of hollow bubble we have to consider two half of the bubble. So here similarly in one side we have to equal the pressure force, and another side we have to equal the tensile force. So here P into area, that is pi by 4 d square, equals to 2 into circumference, that is 2 into sigma into pi d. Why we write here 2? Because I have already told you that here the surface tension will act on the two surfaces. So from this we can write twice into sigma into pi d. From here we get P equals to 2 sigma into pi d divided by pi by 4 d square. So here P will be 8 sigma by d. Next, surface tension on liquid jet. Suppose this is a liquid jet and the diameter of the jet is d and length is L. How the surface tension act here? This is in this direction. This is sigma surface tension. P is the pressure intensity inside the liquid above the outside pressure. So at the equilibrium, the force will be force due to pressure, that is P into area of the semi-jet, that is P into L into D, and force due to surface tension will be sigma into 2L. So equating these two force we got P into L into D equals to sigma into 2L. From here we get P equals to 2 sigma by D. So these are the application of surface tension. We can see another practical example of surface tension. If we put a needle on the water, or if we put a paper clip on the water, we see like this situation that needle or paper clip floating on water. So this is due to the surface tension force. We have seen some insects like water strider, or they are able to walk on the water. So this is also due to the surface tension. So this is all about application of surface tension on some practical examples. Hope you understand. That's all for today's class. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me anything. If you like the video, please share with your friends. For more updates, subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.